Hello everybody, this is Mystic Jen. I'm here with the July 2019 readings, and we're kicking it off here with Aries, Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus. Now please do keep in mind this is a general reading. It may or may not apply to you. And do make sure you check out your other signs once I have them all up online, because they may provide you with some additional insight, and they also may possibly resonate more than your sun sign. Yes, I see that happening many times. Okay, and please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, of course, and share my videos. If you like a personal reading, please do see the description box below. And what we're going to do is we are going to start out and get an overall feel for this month in July. There's a lot happening. We have a solar eclipse on July 2nd that is happening in Cancer. Okay, you have to check your charts to see what area of life Cancer is affecting the most, where your rulership is, etc., etc. I'm not an astrologer, but I know enough to make me dangerous, but not enough to really get into it that much, okay? I know that Cancer rules family issues, the home, okay? And with it being in Cancer, on the 2nd, the solar eclipse, full moon solar eclipse, okay, that can bring high emotions. So you're probably going to want to do some grounding work. Okay. But I'm going to get an overall general feel for things here. Okay, we have a jumper. The miser. Okay, this is somebody who's holding on to their belongings, holding on to their stuff very tight. This could be physical, this could be money. Money could be tight and you're trying to hold on to it very closely. This could also be somebody holding on to their emotions very closely. Okay, blocking, not letting anybody in. Aries. Okay. And we have past lives. This is the Karma card. So, this could definitely be a life friend of yours, whoever this reading is for, indicating that a past life affects your current life, and which makes you hold on to things, makes you stay within, holding things real close to your chest. Okay. Friendliness. Okay, this is 2 of water. This is friendships. This is coming together. This is a union. Okay, so what I'm feeling already is that there is a past life union here that is affected. Yeah, there is a union here that is affected by past lives. And somebody is afraid to recognize this union. Somebody is afraid to let the other person in. Okay, so there's definitely feels like that there is a connection here that is very strong, it's very spiritual, goes very deep, and it is definitely a karmic past life connection. But somebody's not being very giving in this connection, whether it's you or your partner. Okay, it could be you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but somebody just they're very closed off. And we're going to get some other information on this here. Get some more cards out here. See what the tarot has to say. Probably going to stick with my diamond spread because it takes up a lot less space than the Celtic Cross. I usually could get most of the cards. on the screen, doing it in the shape of a diamond. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we have somebody having to face their fears. This just flew right out of the deck. Okay. So you got the moon card twice. Past life connection. This is facing the fears, doing some reflection, looking in the mirror, looking at the shadow side of things. So it's like somebody is letting their fears. Oh, maybe I'll just go ahead and do the Celtic cross. Spirit saying just do it. Okay, somebody's letting their fears get in the way of things. And it's crossed by the High Priestess reversed. Okay, someone is afraid to face their inner truths. Okay, someone's afraid to face their inner truths. They don't want to see the situation for what it is. They're afraid of their feelings. They're afraid of their emotions. We have the Two of Cups reversed. So we've got two twos here. There's also a need for balance, just saying. We've got twos. We've got the Two of Cups here. This here is underneath. I think what has caused this is, and what's going around here is that there has been disharmony and imbalance in a relationship. It feels as though that maybe there has possibly been some sort of shake-up, some sort of breakup, shake-up and breakup, okay? In the past, that caused somebody a lot of hurt, okay? And, you know, it doesn't feel good. I know that, okay? But it just feels like there is a need to. Somebody needs to let it go. Okay, we come past energies. Okay, we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. This is like contracts and written communication. And what I'm getting here is that this was a karmic contract between you. You had another karmic contract between you and somebody else. Okay? It is possible to have more than one karmic contract with people. Just saying. We have more than one soulmate. This is some sort of communication, some intellectual brainstorming. I am definitely getting the feel of legal. So you may have had a contract with somebody that somebody broke. AKA a marriage. But there is definite communications, very strong communications. And this is indicating a breakup. Okay? Somebody's trying to hold on to themselves because there is definitely a connection here that was karmic. This could be the same connection. Okay? Okay, we have the Ace of Cups reversed. And this is signifying in the conscious mind that you feel like it's over. It's over. The love is lost. the cup has spilled out all of its contents. It feels like that there's nothing left there. And we're going to hope, I'm hoping for something more positive in the future, which I do feel that there is. I feel there's another connection coming. But let's see what else comes up here. Yeah, Ace of Wands. A brand new start. Okay, so like, yeah, you're heading towards a brand new start, new growth, new passion. There's the sun shining. So I think this situation is in the past. This is something that you've gone through that has embedded some fears within you, that you hold on to your hat. You hold your emotions very closely because your cup was upset. Okay? These two cards here are indicating a definite breakup and a fear of it happening again. But somebody needs to face their shadow side. Somebody needs to face their fears. Somebody that got interrupted by a spam call. They're getting smarter. I have a spoofer. I have a app on my phone that plays all kinds of crazy messages when I get a telemarketer or something, and I already blocked a couple numbers from this life insurance policy company. Oh, it's driving me nuts. Anyhow, so where were we? Okay, we were at the point of you've gone through this bullshit here, but July is opening up a whole new world to you. There's another connection coming but there's fears around it. Okay? Somebody's closed off to it. But you have a start, a very passionate start. Something that has a positive impact, has a potential of growth. Okay? I feel like the start is, you might start feeling this or might meet this person in July. Okay? A spirit is showing me, I'm seeing these fall trees in the background. And I'm getting a sense that it might start in the summer. And really, you're going to have that start. It's going to be passionate. But it start really growing. And your harvest coming in the fall. Okay? I just saw those trees there. Made me think of fall. So that's, at the start of summer with the sun there. Okay. And oh, come on now. We got the Queen of Swords. Okay. The Queen of Swords is looking at things analytically. So you or somebody has closed off their heart. Now, keep in mind, the energies can flip-flop. The characters could have different roles in your life. You have to discern this on how this fits into your life. But somebody's been closed off. Somebody's been scorned. Looking at things in a logical plane, a logical aspect. Now, the Queen of Swords, she takes her emotions out of it all. So somebody's at a very logical, somebody's caught in their head. Okay? Because something bad has happened or something uncomfortable, they're caught in their head. They're looking at things logically and not truly facing the root cause and trying to deal with the root cause of why they're so closed off now. And she's closed. You know, she has emotion, she has love, but it's buried. The Queen of Swords does not show it. The Queen of Swords dismisses it as illogical, caught up in her head and swearing, oh, this ain't happening to me again, hell no. Okay? That is the attitude that's going on with you right now. And this is, I would say that you could be dealing with an air sign, but this is your attitude. So this is not another person. This is another side of you, Aries. Okay? You might have, it's also possible you might actually have a rising sign that's an air sign. Okay, and the people in your environment. Okay, this is the Emperor, but he's reversed. So I'm getting a very that you are in a hostile environment. And what I am feeling right now is somebody tried to lay structure, somebody tried to lay the law down, somebody may have been manipulative, someone may have been controlling. Okay, and you're in the process of trying to get out of this, and it just seems like the energies around you are very chaotic right now. That's the first thing I get is chaos. And I think that there's a need that you need to restructure your life. You need to restructure your day. Get back to your own routine. You need to take back your own power and stop giving it up to others. This is typically something I can't say you can't control, because this is your environment. You can make changes within yourself, changes in your own behavior to change this environment. Okay, and these are people around you and things around you, situations around you. Okay, and this is in your physical world, but there's definitely somebody who's manipulative around you. Okay, but you have this opportunity of starting over. Once you face your demons, once you face, those fears and face your shadow side, and Aries, you have to think. I don't mean this in a mean way at all. But you have to consider your own role in this. Okay? Maybe you were the manipulative, maybe you weren't. If you weren't, you allowed the manipulation to go on. You allowed for this person to control you. Now you can change that. The power is in your hands. You can change it. Okay? And basically, there's other overlooked factors and other things that you need to take into consideration, and advice is the Ten of Pentacles. This is the family legacy, the family unit. Of course, with these contracts, and Spirit's telling me that for some of you, this could be an inheritance. These manipulative people in your background, okay? The breakup of a relationship. This may not be romantic. This could be siblings or other people in the family unit squabbling over the family heritage. Inheritance, money, estates. Okay, that's not for everybody. I was told to bring that out because somebody may be dealing with an estate. So a loved one, a parent, or that has passed. It's caused total chaos in the environment, in the family, and everybody's fighting over who gets what. Okay, that is a select few. Okay, because this is about karmic connections. Okay, so for some of you, that is the case. Most of you, this is a romantic relationship. And this is involving, handling things delicately. I know that there's been a lot of angry words. There's been a lot of negativity, actually. But it doesn't have to destroy the family altogether, okay? This is between you and the other person. Spirit's saying, don't involve the kids. Need to be fair. I think you might be the one who's being fair, and there's someone in your environment who is a total tyrant, who doesn't want to play by the rules, who doesn't want to play fair. Okay? That's another message that I'm getting. Okay? And then we have, for a possible outcome, is the Five of Swords. Not the best outcome. Okay? Because I just got done saying somebody does not want to play fair. But you can rest assured karma is going to pay them a visit. Okay? I feel like the message also is that there really is a no-win situation. Okay? Nobody really wins in this. And Spirit is also telling me you need to choose your battles. Okay? There are some battles that aren't worth it. The important ones is the ones you want to stand up for. The bickering and stuff like that. Screw that. You know, there's children involved. They could be adult children. They could be school children. You know, it's... The family unit is definitely being affected by this. And I think that if you continue on the path, there's going to be more hurt than what there is people being saved from this. Sometimes you have to drop your swords and say, okay, just get me the fuck out of this. Okay. Try to not involve the family. As little as possible, involve them. You know, this is between you and another individual, I feel. But there is still this positive card here, this Ace of Wands. So, all of this bullshit, and I'm calling it bullshit because you're trying to play by the rules. You're trying to be fair and think things logically while somebody in the other party is not. Okay, I will give you that. You are thinking things, you're trying to be fair, but they aren't. And it is going to come back on them. It really is. And this is just a case that you have to choose your battles in this whole big mess, clusterfuck of a war that's going on. Whether this is through the inheritance storyline, or if this is through the breakup of a marriage or long-term commitment. Okay? I could see you trying to keep peace. I could see that. But sometimes when they start getting hostile, Aries, you need to back off and just say, you're nuts. You know, and let things cool down. Choosing your battles. Okay? Let's see. I got one of these decks over here. And these are Sibylla cards. I haven't read with these in a long time, and I thought, well, you know what? Yeah, I've brought out Lenormand so many times, and my Magi cards, and these cards have been calling to me, and I haven't brought them out. I've got two different decks that read similar, but the cards are slightly different. Sibylla's an odd one where it's a wide interpretation of what the cards are supposed to be. But, wow, wow, wow. Okay. Okay, this is Misfortune. This is the Tower card. So, yes, there has been a Tower moment. Totally explosive. Okay. But the sorrow's ending. Because the Sibylla can be read in reverse. There's a difference between Kipper and Sibylla and Lenormand. So, after the destruction, the sorrow, and you experience the sorrow, you experience the loss, it is being lifted. Okay? So I keep getting drawn to that Ace of Wands. Okay? Okay, so you know that the love is over. You know that this is specifying a destruction in love, a Tower moment, explosive, and I think it's the other person is really causing most of the conflict, but the sorrow and the hurt is being lifted. Okay. Even though most of this reading you're probably sitting there holding your hand. You're like, oh my God. But, you know, this is what the energies are in July. But towards the end of the month, things are going to lighten. I still see, if you look behind here, I still see blue sky. Sky's clearing, you know, so even though somebody's not playing by the rules, You might feel defeated, but you're not, because it's opening up a door to a whole new world. I'm not gonna try to. I shouldn't try to sing because I still have a partially clogged ear, so I can't even hear my tones right. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna get a goddess card, goddess guidance, and get some final advice for you guys, Aries. Okay, and see. I would really love this to be a different reading, but you know what? Spirit brings out the messages for who needs to hear them. That is the way I see this. And it kind of sheds light on the situation. What's going on behind the scenes. Your role, other people's roles, and how you get the fuck around it. And this is simply, it's karma. And it's gonna bite the other person in the ass. I promise you. Spirit has already said, when this is all over, karma's gonna do its work. And it's gonna bite them. They may think that they won, but they didn't. Hall of victory. A hall of victory is a victory that really isn't a victory. There's really no reward. Okay? So karma's going to make sure that they are not rewarded for any of their role in this whole situation. Whether this is the family situation of the inheritance and money, or if this is the breakup of a marriage. Okay? So Spirit is also telling me with a breakup, it looks bad now, but Ten of Pentacles is also telling me there is peace to come. I feel like over time, you and your ex will make peace. There might be children involved between the two of you, and I feel like peace could possibly come between you. Not saying you're getting back together. I'm not saying that at all. I think that when the storm is over, when things blow over and the dust settles, you can possibly be cordial to each other, polite to each other. I'm not saying there's a reconciliation. I ain't seen no reconciliation in this. But I feel that it's some karmic lessons that had to be learned. But let's see what the final guidance is. And before I got my card, before I reveal it, Spirit says check the bottom of the deck. Okay, the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. This is a sword of victory. Just saying, sword of truth, sword of victory, cutting stuff out that's no longer serving you. But the truth is going to come out. The truth is going to be told. Okay? You are going to be victorious. This is a sword of victory as well. Okay? Just saying. Spirit told me to point that out. Unconditional love. Your love. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. Okay. Despite all the bullshit that's going on, it's a saying you can still love that person. Do not express hate. This is what this is saying here. It's unconditional love. Doesn't mean you have to keep this person in your life. But Spirit is showing me, the goddess, Mary Magdalene, okay, she is showing me not to let this harden your heart. You're kind of closed off here. There's a lot, you are partially closed off because of what has happened to you. But the spirit world wants you to still keep the love flowing in your heart. You can love your enemies. You really can. You can still have love for them, for their soul. You may not love or like their actions. Okay? You can keep them at arm's length. You don't have to have them in your life. You don't have to even be friends. Well, you're not going to be friends with your enemies. But my point is to have that unconditional love for all humanity. Okay? And most of all, having that love for yourself. Okay? And I think this whole experience is going to bring that out, where you are going to show more controlled self-love. Not more control, but more self-love for yourself. Okay? I think that this situation has torn you down, but you are up with a new beginning to leave the sorrows behind and finding yourself and having that self-love and that self-respect. Which, when you find that, opens you up to love from others. I still feel that there is a new love that is going to be coming after the storm. You know how I said in fall? Okay, July something, this situation's ending in July. By fall time, something else is going to bloom and blossom. You have to be prepared for it. You don't want to be closed off. So July is also going to be about self-love. And it's kind of funny that the eclipse on the 2nd is dealing with family issues. So something might snap. Just be on alert for July 2nd, okay? Anyhow, this is what I have for you, Aries. Again, please do make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Share my videos. Feel free to comment. I do read all my videos, okay? So, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.